The biblical bull god slays a good man. So I have proven over the years, without question, in my videos that the biblical God, the God of the Hebrews, is in fact and indeed the sacred ancient bull god, which is why we find all of the symbolism in the Bible. And I am the first one to truly explain the real hidden essence and etymology of the very word Bible. And I show countless examples throughout the Bible, or the two bulls, the double of red and blue. So the red and the blue represents the bipolar seasons and the bipolar duality spirit of nature and our lives. Thus, a male and a female, winter and summer, day and night, etc. I want to focus this video on one specific story in the Bible about the Ark of the Covenant. And the secret dwelling place for the Ark was in Solomon's temple, the red and the blue, or the sex magic of the male and the female, the very essence of life. And Solomon is the offspring of David, or divide. And of course the ark is a bi-ark, thus the two angels on top that represent the two bipolars of the world. And thus we have Michael, the sun angel, and Gabriel, the moon angel. And thus the bi-pillars, or the gateway of life. That which begins and that which ends. The twin pillars of reality. Which is why the twin pillars is a symbol of the Illuminati, which are the elite or the elites. So the biblical stories in the Bible are all about division and separation, which again we find in the Ark of the Covenant. But we find it again in the very etymology and meaning behind the Ark of the Covenant. To make a covenant, as in the biblical Hebrew sense of the word, it comes from karat, or to cut. In other words, to cut the meat in half. And this is exactly what Jeff Benner of the Ancient Paleo-Hebrew Research Center said as well. So now you see we have the division of the red and the blue, of the dia or the bi. And by the way, the etymology of Zeus comes from the deus or the dios, exactly like Jesus or Jesus, which is why you'll find Jesus in the bi-colors of red and blue. So far I hope you understand a bull and are a bull to not deny a bull, which is undeniable, and this wisdom may be unbelievable. But don't be bullheaded. This is no bullshit. So be respectable and honor a bull, because it's time to continue the story of the Bible and the Ark of the Covenant, or the cut of two. Thus the Bibles of red and blue. So this story in the Bible involves the Ark of the Covenant and the bull god when he gets very angry. And so the bull god becomes a bully, where the bull god of the Bible double crosses one of his loyal followers. And then the slayer god betrays him and slays him and strikes him down. So this is the biblical story of Uzziah. And you see, it's a horrible story because a good man does a good thing but still gets into trouble. And would you believe it's a story about the Ark of the Covenant, which is already dualistic and bipolar within itself, is a story about the ark that is being pulled by bulls, the two bulls. You see, this entire story revolves around these bulls. And thus, the very reason that Uzziah was struck down in the first place is because of the bulls. You see, the bull stumbled, and the ark became unstable because the ark was big and bulky. And the Lord's anger burned against Uzziah. And then God struck him down because he had put his hands upon the ark. 1 Chronicles. So the biblical God acted as a coward and struck a good man down for doing good. Because the stumble became unstable, and thus it became uncontrollable. So does this biblical story have a double meaning? Or perhaps it's just a pair of bulls and it's just a parable? Or perhaps it's just a pair of balls? So just ask yourself one question. Do you think the Illuminati worships the sacred bull god? So now you know why the Illuminati makes sacrifices upon the altar, and thus the altar where they sprinkle the blood or the blessing is where you'll find the bull horns. And one of my viewers asked me if I had heard about this Tarsus Club, which of course is about the Taurus bull, which is a membership-only club that is a retreat for global innovators. So the bull god of the Bible is nothing more than a man-made fable.